What are you finding, if you could, it's hard to boil down, but maybe one or two things that you're finding that it's almost common that these founders are experiencing, and then how do you coach them through it? Is there one or two things that you're seeing that is pretty common?
In general, again, it comes down to what kind of business you're in.
Yeah.
Now, in the consumer style businesses or in the PaaS world, the cloud world, a lot of this notion of go and get users, go and get customers, make it free, get adoption, and figure out the business model later.
Yeah.
And it works kind of for a while, but you have to figure it out. I mean, there just has to be a plan, no matter how subtle, to actually winning a real business, right? And if you can't convince yourself in your blackest moment that there is a real serious business there, right, then you need to get out.
Fully agree. What do you think is because it's hard. Like, I mean, sometimes founders will have an idea where they're like, the business model almost comes first, right? Or they have this, like, they're innovating around a business model as opposed to a technology.
Yeah, typically those founders are people who've done an MBA.
They understand the economics and stuff.
Right.
But if it's not, what do you think are the maybe some ways that a founder could actually look at?
So to my mind, the most important thing is that the founding idea is not what makes the business. And that's very hard for entrepreneurs to get their heads around, right? And particularly for technologists, because technologists they fall in love with their tech, right? And, tech is, if anything, if you're going to build a big business, tech is maybe 2% of it, right? Mm-hmm. And so the most important thing is to have the ability to throw away everything that you've thought of, right?
Yep.
And to move fast and move where the customer is telling you to go.
Yeah.
Move with the customer, and the customer is always somebody who's got money in their pocket, right? It's not necessarily a free user or whatever it happens to be. So you have to be pretty aggressive in terms of throwing away your own stuff, and that can be hard for a lot of people.
Did you experience that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coolest tech on the planet, the foundational patent in software-defined networking, which is really a big deal now.
Yeah.
But back then, could you get someone like Cisco to go down? It just wasn't going to happen.
So.